Hey, 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 Heart Space here, Coach Kinsey Shae, Transformational Coach and Heart Math Trauma Sensitivity Practitioner. Today I'm going to talk about let's take a bite out of PTSD, one bite at a time. First, PTSD affects 7.7 million people, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. That's 3.5% of adults. Nurses, 14% of nurses have PTSD. Studies have shown that 11 to 20% of military has PTSD. People that experienced a car accident, I've seen studies anywhere from 9 to 33%. First, I'm going to start off kind of what is PTSD? It's a result of a traumatic event. It could be death, injury, extreme fear, or just feeling helpless. This speaks to, it could be mothers, it could be firefighters, it could be healthcare workers, military, disaster victims, anything where that was a result of a traumatic event. You might have flashbacks, anger, anxiety, depression, irritability, hyper-vigilance. You startle easy, difficulty sleeping, panic attacks. And you might be like, why is she talking about PTSD? It's something near and dear to my heart because after my car accident, I had PTSD. And sometimes I have secondary events with my PTSD. I choose not to identify as having PTSD. I choose to identify as I had something traumatic happen to me, and I'm actively working through it, AKA taking a bite out of it, one bite at a time. And it's kind of ignited my passion and why I became a heart math trauma sensitive practitioner. After my car accident, knowing from my healthcare experience how debilitating PTSD could be, I had the knowledge from witnessing it in my patients. I knew I had to take an active role and not avert away from it because it always bubbles up into addictions, things that don't serve you, and really debilitates and affects how you show up in the world. So I actively visualized the car accident. I actively worked on regulating my body to feel safe. So I made an acronym, A BITE. Acknowledge that you're having the feelings. B, breathe in and out of your heart. I, say I am safe. T, take time to regulate your nervous system. And that's doing a quick coherent technique, heart math technique. And E, it goes with regulation, your energy, really ground down into the present. So let me see if I can get it in this shot. There we go. So acknowledge the feeling. Acknowledge the feeling. Breathe into your heart. I am safe. Take time to regulate the nervous system and energy. I did a stripped down video because this is important to me. I don't want any distractions. Just like PTSD, I don't want the distractions of addictions and everything, so I can't work on myself. So that is why Heart Space this week is just me talking to you, heart to heart, to take a bite out of PTSD, one bite at a time. So let's just do a quick, something you can do in when your PTSD gets triggered. Because when mine did, I felt totally out of control. I would startle easy. I would find things to organize and be hyper vigilant. It affected my sleep. It would make me angry because I felt out of control. This happened to me in Arizona when I was passing a car accident and they were using the jaws of life to get a gentleman out after a rollover. And I was cut out of a vehicle where it led to me being in a wheelchair, almost losing my arm, and had 22 surgeries. And I might say that quickly. It's not to dismiss, the significance of it. I can say it quickly because I have put in the work, taking a bite at a time to regulate my body, to serve me, so I am not a victim to my PTSD. I am not shackled to my nervous system reacting because it's doing its job. It's doing its job. It's taking something similar that happens in our everyday present life and attaching that emotional nervous system so we feel like we're out of control. So when your PTSD activates, when you start feeling out of control, when things aren't as rational as they normally are, acknowledge the feeling. Acknowledge that your body is trying to protect itself. It's doing its job, but now it's our job. It's our job to re-regulate it into a coherent state. So acknowledge the feeling and breathe in and out of your heart. So breathe in and out. You don't need a pillow when you're doing this. I'm just doing this for, visual effect. Breathe in and out. Repeat, I am safe. And continue to breathe. I am safe. Take the time to regulate your nervous system. Key point, take time to move through these feelings. And monitor your energy. Is it in the present state? A phrase I like to say is, I give myself permission to feel these feelings. I give myself permission to work through these feelings. I am worthy. I am loved. I am safe. I am present. And breathe that appreciation in, that you're giving yourself the space to work through and regulate your body to a new pathway to show up. You might feel guilty. You might feel ashamed. But I'm here to tell you, I honor you for going through what you went through, whatever it may be, whether it was a car accident, whether it was, in the nursing field, with feelings where PTSD is just feeling helpless. So regulating your body is a way to take control and stay present and move forward to a new reality. So let's take a bite out of PTSD, one bite at a time, and just remember to observe, reflect, reserve the judgment for yourself and others, and keep on stepping forward until you regulate your body. And just know PTSD is not a one and done thing. It's a practice of regulating your body to a new way, so it doesn't get excited by that memory of that trauma that you went through. This is me speaking from my heart to your heart, and I hope that this has helped you. It's something near and dear to my heart, and I see a lot of PTSD and how it can affect people's lives. And this is just my way to show up and help whoever needs this. I really feel in my heart that somebody needed to see this tonight or today or whatever time you're watching this. Just know you saw this for a reason. And I see you. I celebrate you. I honor you. So let's take a bite out of PTSD. And if you may need a guide, I'm more than willing to guide you in your truth, your essence to self-discovery and regulate your body to a new reality of what could be. So like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And remember your quick coherence breathing. It's just slowing your breathing down and breathing in and out of your heart, because it slows down your excited nervous system. I will see you next Saturday. And this is more of a raw, just me talking and connecting and talking about my experience. So light, love, and gratitude. And I hope you enjoyed.